Om Shanti. Just wanted to welcome all of you and wanted to welcome Usha Didi. She really doesn't need any introduction as such, but in very short, she has been a lifelong meditator and a teacher of Raj Yoga. Her oratory skills have been tried and tested, and she has guided millions in her life. For me personally, the most simple, humble, and sweet instrument of Baba. So let us all welcome Usha Didi to our Zoom class. Om Shanti Didi. You're muted, Didi. You're muted. I see you.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Madhuban, from this unlimited home of Baba, welcome to all Baba's children who are tirelessly doing their spiritual efforts to move forward each and every step. So, very warm welcome to all of you. To Madhuban, I would say. You're not in US, you are not in Midwest, but you are all present in Madhuban. We see you all here in Madhuban. So most welcome to Madhuban. So today we have this subject on becoming bodiless and at the same time to have an experience of the angelic stage. As Baba in the last Murli of this season, Baba had mentioned that all of you children at least have to practice 24 times being bodiless and being in the subtle regions, in the angelic stage. So, for that, we have to be very clear, especially what the angelic stage is and how I can practice that while being in this world with everyone. Although, as Baba always says, we are not sannyasis. We have not renounced, but at the same time staying in our household, looking after our household activities and our responsibilities. At the same time, I have to experience that angelic stage here. So when we say the angelic stage, what is the angelic stage? We all know that Baba in different murlis have defined angelic stage, that it is the final stage of our Brahman effort making stage. This effort making stage has to gradually reach that final picture where we see ourselves as the angelic, in the angelic form. But in order to experience that angelic form, what is the efforts that we have to do now at this moment? We all know that there should be a deep, loveful connection with Baba. The more deeply we are connected to Baba, through our mind and intellect, through our hearts, definitely we experience that closeness to Baba now and then, every moment. But just as Baba has said that Farishta, an angel, is always light. So what do we understand by being light? Just in the form do we have to be light? Or just in an experience that we have to be light? No. But the lightness has to be created here itself in this world, being in this world. So the lightness has to be first of all in our mind, in our thoughts. The heaviness is always due to waste and negative. The more waste and negative thoughts that are generated, that creates the heaviness. So I have to be light in my thoughts, which means that in my thoughts, I have to develop that positivity or that powerful positive thoughts to experience that lightness. The more my thoughts are from negative waste to positive powerful, I can feel that lightness. Because the heaviness that was being created by those thoughts has gone. So this is the efforts that we have to make at a subtle level in our minds. Secondly, when Baba says you have to be very light in your speech, in your words. So lightness in my words means that I should not utter any such word from my mouth which hurts somebody, which any soul would take it to their heart and constantly think upon it, bringing down their zeal and enthusiasm also. So lightness in our words means to always utter such words which give somebody motivation, which creates zeal and enthusiasm in someone, and they take the inspiration from our words and start creating their lives on the basis of it. That is the lightness of words. Thirdly, we say that we have to be light in our actions. So lightness in our actions would come on the basis of when each and every action of my mind would be on the basis of knowledge through understanding. As we say in Hindi, Gyan Yukt Karma. Each and every action should be knowledge oriented, wisdom oriented, and I have to be the embodiment of that. Together with that, so when the light of knowledge, when the might of all the powers of Baba is there, then I can see that I can become that Jnani to Atma. And Baba always says that he loves Jnani to Atma, Yogi to Atma. He also adores those souls who become the embodiment of knowledge, who become the embodiment of yoga, because that will bring that lightness in my actions. My actions should be such which does not give any sorrow to anyone. But at the same time, I have to create my form in such a way, whatever anybody does to me, I should not take those words or those actions to my heart and feel bad about it, because I cannot experience the lightness there then. So my karma has to be such that in my karma I inculcate that power of tolerance also. I become the embodiment of tolerance also, to such an extent, no matter whatever anybody else does, I experience that it is my account that is being cleared and I am free now. The moment I think in that way, I become light. At the same time, Whenever we perform any actions, always developing that feeling that I am an instrument and Baba is the one who is getting things done through me. So when I remember Karan Karavanhar is Baba and Baba's instrument, I'm just an instrument, then I feel that lightness in my karma. The heaviness in karma is on the basis of when that feeling I have done this, or my responsibility, this is my task, I have to do this. So that creates the heaviness in our actions. So the moment I surrender myself to Baba, give my reins in the hands of Baba, Baba is Karan Karavanhar, who is getting these things done through me, and I am just an instrument, then the lightness is experienced in every karma. Whatever karma we do, the happiness, the zeal and enthusiasm should not come down. That is the booster that will always keep me moving forward each and every moment. Then, lightness in our nature, swabhav. When there is lightness in our nature, means our nature should be easy, easy nature, flexible, according to time, situation, circumstances. I know how to just mold myself. So, in my nature, I cannot have any rigidness because that is going to make me become heavy. So, in my nature, the more I'm easy, the more I'm flexible, I'm able to easily experience that lightness in my nature. Then, lightness in our relationships. How can we experience lightness in the relationships? Whatever in the relationships happen, there should be no feeling. If somebody has said anything, and if my mood is just switched off, I'm gone. All my happiness is gone. And the whole day I become the embodiment of the words that that person has said to me. I finish off all my spiritual vibrations also. And the body conscious vibrations of feelings emerge, creating that atmosphere around me as if everything has bogged me down. So, in my relationship, to be light means always generating positive vibrations. And whatever somebody may say something, instead of taking it in the negative way, but seeing that definitely if this person has said something to me, instead of taking it to the heart, let me have this feeling. Let me realize this that no, this is for my betterment, this is for my beneficial stage, or this is for my benefit. When I accept it with that feeling, then I am light. I remain light. Nothing can disturb me. Nothing can disturb my stage. But at times, we have to become detached observer in our relationship also, so that whatever some people have to say, nothing can affect me. I make a correction in myself, not even that ego. I don't care about others' feelings in my relationship. I do care, but at the same time, do not take anything at heart. Do not get into that feeling. Do not allow that flow of feeling to just disturb your mental state and bring you down. So when Baba says you have angels are light at every level, from the thoughts, words, karma, in our relationships, in my nature, and in my sanskaras. My sanskaras should be also such easily changing. I can change myself easily. That is what the lightness I should develop in me, which will help me improve at every step towards and take me towards that angelic stage. Just as for Brahma Baba, whoever our dadis used to share their experiences, they used to say, Baba used to do work. The whole day he used to be karma yogi. He used to meet children, whoever used to come. But his stage was such light that whoever would go there to have or do any complaints about somebody, they used to forget, because Baba's stage was such light. They used to become light. They used to experience that lightness in themselves. So that is the lightness that Baba had created here. He became an angel here. Then he reached there. So our angelic forms are there in the subtle regions, but that is the complete angelic form. But in order to experience that angelic stage, it should be done here. And that is not just in meditation that I sit here and think, oh, I am an angel, I am an angel, I'm experiencing that angelic stage in the subtle regions. But when I come into practical action, when I come into relationship with others, I hurt many people. That means maybe I'm in an illusion. When I sit in meditation and I'm thinking, I'm in that angelic stage and I'm feeling lightness and I'm experiencing this, I'm experiencing subtle regions. Maybe it's an illusion. So let me not get trapped by this illusion of Maya. The angelic stage has to be created here itself, especially when we are in relationship with others, especially when we do not have to run away from anyone. We have to stay amidst the Brahmin family also, but at the same time experience that lightness within. And this lightness can be created when I'm constantly aware, are my thoughts positive and powerful? Am I light in my thoughts? Am I light in my words? I do not hurt, but I motivate people. I create that enthusiasm in them. I make them also experience fly as if, and they would also mention whenever we come in connection with you, as if all our stresses are gone. And many a times we hear these words from especially outside souls. When we go and meet them, they tell us, whenever we come in connection with you people are different. You take away our stress also. You make us feel so light, isn't it? So this should not just be amongst them, but even amongst the Brahmin family. Because this is where the real test is. With outside people, definitely, even if they curse us, we'll give them blessings. Definitely. We'll give them good wishes. Because we have that knowledge that Baba has told us they are ignorant souls. That is why they are doing. So we can have mercy for them, thinking they are ignorant souls. Huh? Bichare. We have this feeling they are bichare. But especially when we are in the Brahmin family, and if somebody says something, do we feel hurt? Do we feel uh, some grudge in it, in ourselves? Or do we take some of the words at a different with a different meaning completely in a different context and create a big misunderstanding? No. If I am to be an angel now, I have to create my stage that there should be such lightness at every level. And if the lightness is seen at the physical level, then the subtle level, where my attitude is, where my heartful feelings are, I can create lightness there also. So, this is what Baba tells us to create that angelic stage here itself. Secondly, Baba has always defined an angel as that their feet never rest on the ground. And we all know that our feet also should not be on this physical plane of body consciousness. Means our feet of intellect should always be beyond. And for that, the more I want to go beyond, for that it reminds me that the Janki always used to say three words: clean, clear, and pure. And Dadi used to say that your mind should be clean, your heart should be pure, and your intellect should be very clear. So when the mind is clean, when the heart is pure, the intellect becomes very clear, and we are able to understand the intentions behind the words also of human beings, even though if they don't speak, the catching power and touching power is so perfect. And for angels, definitely they are able to receive the directions and understand directions of Baba very clearly because their mind is clean. So there is no dictates of their own mind, of their own thoughts. The heart is so pure because there is no any grudge left inside of anyone. So the heart is clear and pure. So the intellect becomes very divine, very clear. And this is the preparation that I have to make myself for this end times. As we can see, as the time is going very fast, and we can all feel and realize that we have to create that stage now in our lives in such a way that we are able to create that stage here itself without disturbing anyone, without making any, uh, without having any complaints about anyone. Now is the time when I cannot have any complaints for anyone. I have to create that power of packing up now internally. And for that, the third definition that Baba always says for an angel is that angels have a body of light. So the body of light means which does not have any strings of attachment pulling us here and there. As we near our stage of completeness, we also have to learn the last lesson of Bhagavad Gita, which says, Nashtu Moha Smritirlabha, that you have to create such detachment in yourself in such a way that you constantly stay in that embodiment of remembrance. Being the embodiment of remembrance, that is creating the physical body, also turning or transforming the physical body also into a body of lightness. When our dadis used to give the experience of Brahma Baba's last stage, they used to tell that when Baba used to just pass in the courtyard, we used to feel as if a cloud has just passed by. Such was Baba's stage. Anyone who was passing also could feel that lightness. Just imagine when they say it was like a cloud passing so nicely with so much of ease. That was Baba's speech. Not only that, but Dadis used to say, I remember Prakashmani Dadi used to say, when I used to touch Baba's hand in the last days before he left the body, Prakashmani Dadi said, when I used to touch Baba's hands, it was like as if I'm touching cotton wool, so soft, cotton wool. That was Baba's physical body also. Baba had such developed such detachment from the physical body also, that he created that angelic form here itself. And for that, Baba always says, always visualize yourself in the carb of light, as if there is an aura of lightness, there is an aura of hmm, white light radiating, of purity around us. Sorry. So you are in such an aura that is created around you, that whenever you sit for meditation, as if that subtle body just easily separates, and we are able to go into that subtle regions very naturally. So this is what Baba has always defined of um, um, an angel in the physical world. At the same time, Baba says that angel, when you are in that soul conscious stage, people would get the visions as if a flawless diamond is shining in the forehead. And they can feel, they will not see the body, but they'll see that diamond sparkling in such a way as if it is radiating constant searchlight, and they are receiving that power, and as if it is being accumulated, assimilated in them also very easily. Our our eyes should give them the feeling as if what the new world is going to be like, what the new world is going to come after this world. That is the feeling we have to give them. That is the angelic stage that has to be created here itself. That is what Baba says. And when we are having that angelic stage, then to go into that bodiless stage becomes easy. If for me it is very difficult to still get into that angelic stage, then how am I going to go into the bodiless stage? Bodiless stage is far away. And for that, definitely the efforts would be very, very tireless. I have to make some tireless effort for that, to go into that bodiless stage, feeling that I'm in Paramdham. Baba has mentioned that yes, you have to do this drill again and again, again and again, 24 times in the day, so that physical self, physical plane, you go to that bodiless stage, and from that bodiless stage, you go to that angelic stage.
Didi, we've lost your voice.
My voice is gone. Hello, now you can hear me? Oh,
Yes, Didi, now we can, yes.
okay. Okay. So, coming to the point that this is the efforts we have to be making. Now, for the bodiless, when we say we have to be complete soul conscious, what do we understand by soul conscious? Means becoming the embodiment of the seven values, which is the eternal form of the soul, and constantly radiating those values in our practical action, in our relationships with everyone. That is the soul consciousness that has to be developed, because then only it would be very easy for me to get detached from this physical body and go into that bodily stage, being the embodiment of a searchlight, I would say, being such searchlight that constantly radiates the light and might out into the world. That is the soul conscious stage I have to create within me. And especially to create that soul conscious stage, Amrit Vela will be very helpful to me. Because the moment I sit in Amrit Vela meditation, in that soul conscious stage, being the embodiment of all the seven qualities of the soul, then you can see as if is also filling that sakash in me, and I radiate into the entire world, which Baba is wanting us to do in the present time, because the whole world is like in pain, suffering, in sorrow. So at this time, they need some energy, they need power. That immunity, especially the spiritual immunity, has come down so low. They are getting into a state of fear. And when there is fear, naturally, they generate so much of negative thoughts. So that is where I have to be the lighthouse and give them the light and the might constantly. Sakash from Baba and radiating to those souls in this world. And I will be able to do that very uh, beautifully at Amrit Vela time. Because at that time, they will also be receiving it constantly. And during the day, they will feel as if they've got some power. They are, because during the day, if they generate negative thoughts, even though if I'm giving them, they won't be in a state of receiving. So Amrit Vela, when they are sleeping or when they are not in an active mode, and we give them, we fill them with that power, it will help them definitely. So Baba says at Amrit Vela, you have to sit in a very powerful stage of a searchlight and giving light and might to those souls, constantly taking the sakash from Baba and giving them, radiating to all of those souls. And we find as if it will definitely help them. It reminds me at this moment when we see this condition in the world, especially in the US and around in Europe and everywhere, where people are dying so much. They're leaving their bodies, and some of them are leaving because of fear. It reminds me of a beautiful story that once there was a saint who was sitting outside a village. He had made his small hut outside the village, and he was sitting there, and he was sitting in meditation. And that time he saw as if a black shadow was passing by. So that saint got hold of that black shadow and said, "Wait, who are you and where are you going?" So that shadow said, "I am death, and I'm going to this village." So the saint asked, "How many souls are you going to take from this village?" So that black shadow said, "I want 1,000 souls from this village." So the saint said, "Well, you can't take 1,000 souls." So no, the shadow said, "No, I am death, and the time has come, and I have to take 1,000 souls." So the saint couldn't say anything. So he said, "Okay, just take 1,000, not one more after that." So the black shadow said, "Okay," and went into the village. And about 1,000 people started dying one after the other. And seeing those people dying, others started panicking. And because of their panicking and that fear that was created in them, so many people started dying, more than 1,000 people. And the figure reached to 30,000. 30,000. So when the saint heard 30,000, the shadow told me that it has come to take only 1,000. So he said, "Let me wait for that shadow to come out." So as the shadow was coming out of that village, The saint again caught hold of that shadow and said, "You told me you're going to take 1,000 only. What has happened? That 30,000 deaths." So the shadow said, "No, I took only 1,000. The rest 29,000 died because of fear and panic and the negative thoughts they have generated. They created deaths for their own self." So at this moment, we see that people are dying so much because they're panicking. They're generating negative thoughts in them. So our responsibility is to give them that strength and energy so that they do not panic, they do not generate negative thoughts, they do not create the fear in themselves, because that fear is bringing down their spiritual immunity. It is bringing down their mental immunity also. And that is why some people are living that way. Those who have strong, and it is a surprise, wherever I have been doing meetings on Zoom, and I ask, how are the Brahmin family? And everyone says, Brahmin family is okay, nobody has gone. And it makes me feel, look, the spiritual immunity has increased the mental immunity of all the souls. And this is what Baba says, you have to create such examples for others also, to make them also realize that yes, this is the time when we need to build up our spiritual immunity to that extent, with the Sakash of Baba, with the power of Baba. You won't believe, but our Sirohi district in in whole of India, Sirohi district is a complete green zone where not even one death, or where coronavirus has not even entered. And we were telling this to the collector here. We just praised him and said, Collector Saab, that under your guidance and under your leadership, we are able to keep this zone a free zone. And he said, no, I feel it is because of you divine souls who are sitting here that our district is completely free. So now people are realizing outside also that these people have some power in them, that it is because of you divine souls who are sitting here that our district is free from corona. And still till today, there is not even a single case of corona. So we find round the world, till now, we have not got any news. Yeah, some Brahmins have been infected by corona. They came positive, they were detected positive, but they came out, they gained back their immunity and they were able to fight and come out of it. So that is how we can see that how Baba's children, when we remember Baba, when we get that sakash from Baba, our spiritual immunity rises to that extent that we are able to not only keep ourselves safe, we are able to create that aura of lightness for ourselves, but we are able to give that searchlight of light and might to others also, and make them also experience that power, so that they can also develop that spiritual power in them, isn't it? So this is our responsibility at this time, that we have to help those souls who are really, so all those Brahmins also who were detected positive, because I got some calls from different places who said that we have been quarantined because we are detected positive. And at that moment, I just said, okay, from Madhuban also will be giving you the power and energy, but at the same time, you have to build up your, boost up your spiritual immunity in such a way, and take Sakash every day from Baba. And at the same time, take some of the hot water, or take the therapy that we have been showing here to people. Uh, that will definitely help you at the physical level, but at the mental level, don't break down, don't come down, be bold enough, and you have to overcome this. And they have overcome, and they are okay. They have been in the next test, they have been detected negative. So this is what the results are, and we are able to see how Baba's children are protected around the world in such a beautiful way. Yeah, definitely those who have whose time is up and have to go, but it is not because of coronavirus that they are leaving. It is the natural death that has come. But Baba's children are safe around the world, and this is the greatest miracle, I would say. And this miracle is going to make people realize in the coming days also. So, our soul conscious stage has to be so powerful that easily I can just shed off this physical body and go into that bodily stage. And there, just being beside Baba, taking that light and might in the self and giving into the spreading that light and might as a lighthouse to the entire world also. So this is what Baba says, that first you have to be an angel here, and when you are an angel here with that lightness, you can easily go into that bodily stage. Definitely. Right? Any questions?
So if anyone has any questions, you can write it on chat, please, and we can ask Didi. In the meantime, Didi, do you want to do the drill?
Sure.
And
I
then
said
we
we
can ask the
have
question.
the questions first. If there are any questions, then everybody's mind is clear before we do the drill.
Okay. Any questions? Please let us know. Didi, there's a question which has come. How important it is to visualize during angelic bodiless stage? How important it is to visualize?
Definitely, it is important to visualize, because when we sit in meditation, visualization also helps us to go into that stage. But I was saying that at time of meditation, I'm visualizing, but when I come back from meditation into my practical action, and my sanskars are so rigid, and I cannot change my sanskars, and I'm so like adamant, I'm so body conscious that even those who are staying with me, they also mention, what efforts are you making? So that should not be such that my words hurt somebody. I have to be an angel here. Then when I sit in meditation and I visualize, it is like I'm not like going into a state of illusion, but I can really experience that visualization also. So it is very important to visualize also during meditation, definitely.
Maybe one other question here is, what is the best way to start Amrit Vela?
Best way to start Amrit Vela, definitely when we sit in meditation, when we are fresh, and we greet Baba and go to Baba. And from there, whatever I feel as if Baba wants me to do, I surrender myself, and definitely Baba would give me the thoughts of what I have to do at that time. But as I said, it is best time to experience bodiless stage. And whenever I'm in that bodiless stage, Baba fills me with that power that I need for the day also, and for all those souls that I'm going to serve during the day.
The next question is, when we become aware that something is starting to make us heavy, please give us a vidhi to become light again quickly.
When the moment we realize that we are becoming heavy, then just find out. Because sometimes it is like this, that it is my actions that are making me heavy, or somewhere in my physical thing, something is making me heavy. But sometimes my karmic accounts with other souls, and those souls who are generating negative thoughts about me, it is coming to me. That also sometimes is creating that heaviness in me. So these are two ways. It is not just one way, there are two ways. One is when during the day any organ of mine has created any waste that creates that heaviness. And another is when I have any karmic accounts with some people and they are generating negative thoughts towards me, that is also creating those vibrations are also creating that heaviness, that atmosphere of heaviness around me. So that is why we feel that heaviness. But the best vidhi, best technique to overcome it is to just become bodiless, and whatever feelings you have, whether it is not of yours, supposing it is not of yours, but somebody's vibrations are coming, then also I generate through my attitude, I just give blessings, good wishes to all the souls, because I don't know who is creating negative for me. So I generate good wishes, blessings for all the souls, and I finish off those vibrations also around. So that is the best way.
Didi, another question is, please share, thank you for the beautiful class. Please share what will I experience in my bodiless stage?
In the bodiless stage, definitely you'll experience complete embodiment of light, as if I am light. I do not feel this physical body also, but I am beyond that. And I can maintain that stage to, to a longer state, time, for a longer duration. That is bodiless stage.
Didi, I wanted to tell you that there are many families from Midwest who have joined. We have Michigan family, the Hindi and English, classes. Then we have Indiana, and then we have Houston, Chicago, Kentucky. So, and they are, most of them are from, showing only one ID, but a lot of students have joined them. So the next question is from Michigan family, Om Shanti Didi. Subtle region and angelic form, how do we explain to souls with Indian bodies? Because in India, not many souls know about angels.
Yes. So in means you want to explain to Indian bodies there in the West?
Yes, Didi.
Okay. So definitely they do not feel, but now being staying in the Western world, they know about angels. They've heard about these angels. And they also interact with people who say they have a guiding angel, they have this angel, so they have heard about it. And so we can easily explain to them, clarify to them also, that yes, there are angels which we call in India also as farishte, and whom we call as they are like our gods and goddesses who are protecting us. In this way also we can explain about angels. Our Ishtadev, as if we can tell them that they are our Ishtadev who are protecting us. For the Western people, we say guiding angels, but for the Indian bodies, we can say our Ishtadev who are constantly protecting us.
Thank you, Didi. Then we have, what should we do if we cannot sleep and wake up at Amrit Vela?
Well, you have to find some or the other technique for yourself, seeing your body and seeing what it is that is not making you wake up in the morning, whether it is laziness because of that, or whether it is you are taking some pills or you are taking some sleeping tablets. That is why you are not able to wake up. So it is, you have to see in yourself what is the cause of your not waking up in the morning hours, and then adopt any. If you are taking pills which make you feel sleepy, then have early dinner or take the pills early so that the effect is over by 4 o'clock, and you are able to wake up then, because at least you need some hours of sleep. That is why, because of the pills. So then take the pills before. If you're taking at night 10 o'clock, take it at 8 o'clock, or maybe at 7 o'clock. Have your early dinner and take it. and then you can see that the effect of it will be over by 4 o'clock. But at this time, now as time is coming closer and closer, we cannot afford to make any excuses that what can I do? I cannot wake up at 4 o'clock. And we have to find a technique, a method for ourselves to wake up and overcome this, whatever is coming in between.
Didi, one or two more questions very
Yeah,
quickly. One is
okay.
that clear mind, pure heart, and clear intellect. What is the
Hmm.
difference between heart and intellect?
Heart and intellect, where the feelings are, that is heart, where the feelings are. I would say, as such, there is nothing like heart. Baba says it is just a pump. But wherever the feelings are connected, the feelings are the emotional connection, that is what we call as heart. So that has to be very pure. And the intellect is where I understand on the basis of vivek, as we say, on the basis of wisdom. So where the wisdom is stored, that is intellect. Where the feelings are deeply connected, that is the heart. So the feelings have to be very pure, and the intellect on the basis of wisdom have to be very clear.
Thank you, Didi. There's few more coming, but I don't know if we have the time for the drill. So,
Mm.
do you want to
So
stop and do the drill, or do you want to continue taking the questions?
whatever people feel like.
Didi, we can have a few extra minutes if that is okay with you.
Yeah, sure, no
Okay.
problem.
Okay. So we have the next question is, this situation is making us do more purusharth now. How we keep the same speed of effort when the situation gets normal?
The situation will take time to get normal, but once you get into the habit of making this purusharth, definitely that habit will make you do in the future also, as the situation will become normal. So create that as an habit.
The next one is, what one energy we use for all souls suffering nowadays help to stabilize our love lean stage with Baba?
Yeah, definitely. When we see that the world is going through this pandemic, then definitely our internal love has to be for Baba so deeply that Baba is there, and that is why he is protecting all of us in such a manner that nothing can come near us also. So that is what we have to have a very strong feeling. And my deep connection with Baba has to increase every now and then. Thanking Baba every now and then. The more I thank him, the more I feel that his gratitude is there, and I feel that gratitude that Baba is showering upon me, then definitely my love will also increase for him.
Thank you, Didi. A lot of souls are thanking you. They're also suggesting you continue to do these kind of classes so that they keep getting inspired, and
Yeah.
especially at times like these.
Well,
And
thank you to Madhuban, especially to organize this Zoom meeting for all of us today.
Didi, this is Baba, and this is you. I remember having talked to you the other day in a little frenzy, and you are always so stable and give me such good advice. I really appreciate it. And thank you for taking out the time. I know, it's after dinner, and maybe I don't know if you have even eaten dinner.
No,
So,
I
okay. So, there are other questions also coming, but I was thinking maybe, we can just um,
we can go to the drill, okay?
now. Okay, thank you.
So for a few moments, let us turn our attention away from the physical world and stabilize in a powerful soul conscious stage, reminding the self that I am Baba's special child. And as I take my mind and intellect towards Baba, I visualize Bap Dada welcoming me in the subtle regions. Through my body, subtle body of light, which becomes an instrument to enable me to fly from this physical world to the subtle regions, where I put on my dress of an angel, feeling so light within. And this angelic dress enables me to just glide to my sweet Baba, who's invoking me. As I visualize myself in front of Baba, Baba's powerful drishti, Baba's loveful drishti fills that divine love in me. And I'm charged with Baba's divine love. From Baba's forehead, this powerful sakash that I experience. Baba's rays of light and might empower me. And I assimilate Baba's powerful rays of light and might. Slowly and gradually, I detach myself from this angelic body, and with my sweet Baba, I travel to that incorporeal world. where I visualize my Baba in the seed form, and I am also the embodiment of light. This is my eternal form, constantly radiating the seven values. Me and my Baba, that's all. That's my world. From Paramdham, as we come down to the world, visualize the globe, and together with Baba, I take the Sakash from Baba and radiate to the world. Especially to the city where I am, especially in the county where I am. Let me become their guiding angel and give them a feeling of hope. Shower them with the mercy so that they can relax and remember the Supreme Being. What a beautiful experience. Slowly and gradually, I come back to the physical body. And during the day, let me go into this practice several times. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi.
Om Shanti.
Didi, we feel very full, very fulfilling class. Wow. I don't even have words to express how light and how beautiful I'm feeling. I'm sure everyone is feeling the same. Thank you for your time and really appreciate it. We have, with
Baba.
us. Yes, Didi.
Thank you, Baba.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you to the Midwest and other families who have joined us. And really appreciate your time as well. But Didi, nobody would miss it once they knew that you were coming. Everyone wanted to join, and it is such a beautiful time. You can feel
Yeah.
the power. Naveen Bhai was sitting here and he said, "Wow, I'm feeling the power from that far." So it is all you, and it's Baba, and it's the family, the spiritual family. Wow. Thank you, Didi. You would
Baba is Karan Karavanhar and Baba is doing his magic.
That's right. That's right. So, Didi, we would want you to continue to come whenever you have time. And thank you
Sure.
again. All of you have a wonderful day. And God bless you. Baba bless you all always. Om Shanti.
Okay, thank you and have a nice day. Have a wonderful day, every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Didi. Thank you. Om Shanti. And Lakshmi Didi, would you like to say anything? Are you here? Or Saurabhaya, or, VC. Anyone else wants to? Well, I'm sure if you unmute, everyone will start speaking together. They all want to probably talk to you. So,
Um,
Didi, everyone is saying thank you and thank you, Baba. So,
um,
we will now let you go to have your dinner. It's been so late,
no,
but
I had my dinner. I had my dinner before because I thought it might take time. That's why.
okay, wonderful. Thank you. Good
Okay.
night, Didi. Om Shanti
Om
to all of
Shanti
you. All of you.
and good
Yeah.
morning to all of you.
Okay.